What is up, ladies and germs? We have another F&M draft for us today for Edge of Eternities. Set's been going pretty good. Let's see what we open up here. Grav Kill and then the Self-Craft Mechan. The Memenon is really good. And we open Sammy. So, I will say that I think Sammy is... I'm not a big fan of Sammy. I ended up taking Sammy here, but I think if I were to do it over again, I'm taking Grav Kill or the Memenon or the Self-Craft Mechan. I ended up trading packs with the person across from me. He wanted to trade, and I said sure, and he really wanted to know what I drafted, so I ended up getting the Sammy. I think he got like some land, so I felt like I kind of won that deal, but like I said, Sammy's not great. The engineering's really good in this spot. I have had good success with Sir Vondam. I think the card's good. It's low cost. It kind of does a lot if your deck is doing the thing. So I was trying to keep myself open in that regard of just like thinking of the highest upside. It works well with warp, you know, any sacking things. So I'm taking looking for the 3/2 that sacks for pretty highly at this point. But here, seeing Depressurize is nice, especially after getting the Sir Vondam. Comet Crawler, I'm really not a fan of. Just not that great. Outside of that, I was looking at the black station. But yeah, Virus Beetle. Never mad at a Virus Beetle. I'll take all the Virus Beetle. I think I ended up with like 3 Virus Beetles in this deck. I did end up going in the way of the black-white, where cheap creatures and just trying to get good value off all of them. I'm still in the spot where I'm just trying to take good cards. You know, like I'm not married to anything. I got a Boros Mythic. I got a Orzhov Rare. So, and then just a little removal with the Depressurize. So, I'm not too much considering anything just other than good cards. And I think Virus Beetle in this set is really good cards because everything's about value and being ahead on cards. I do like the Hilderblade a lot. I think the Hilderblade just plays very well. It's a free equip. Free is really good in this. In a set like this. Banishing Light's also really great. I'm pretty sure I took the Banishing Light here. The Radiant Strike's not bad neither, but I think I think I did take the Strike, yeah. I think I've been got by too much of like the Shattered Wings and stuff like that to get their creature back to want to think otherwise. Focus Fire is not even a bad option here too, but the Squadron's fine, you know. At the very least, it could be just a 2/3. If not, it can get you card advantage, finding any stations that are out there. Gene Pollinator, the Relic, and the Blast. The Blast is a nice card. This pack, to me, felt like a really big blank. Didn't really feel that good. I don't feel great taking this entry here. But, you know, sometimes you gotta focus on even all the little things. Like, let's keep our curve low. Let's have affordable cards. Being able to cast our cards is going to take us a long way. I'm looking at all these cards. I'm like, well, it's either like jumping ship for a Gene Pollinator or a Cryogen Relic or a Blast. of what I'm trying to do. Or I guess I did take the Gene Pollinator. Always keep an option ups to be multicolor green. Prospector's good in this kind of deck. Get some value off the creatures that die on top of the Sir Von Dam capabilities of doing all that. So feeling fine about picking those up. But yeah, this was a that I should be grateful for the deck I got. I ended up going 2-1. I didn't go 3-0, but it did feel bad as far as a if I'm looking at a 3-0 deck, or I'd rather have a 3-0 deck or a deck that was really fun. And this deck kind of was neither. It just really wasn't incredibly fun. Seam Rip's fine. A lot of targets for it. Hilderblade's fine. I think with having all these cheap creatures, the Hilderblade could be really nice. Like even with the virus beetles and things like that, and the prospectors. It does. I mean, it kind of does the thing. So here I'm looking. I don't normally like the Savior, but I feel like if I get 1 or 2 early, then like there's going to be a lot of things I could be able to play around. Like at this point, I'm like, Savior. Okay, Virus Beetle. Okay, bounce my Virus Beetle. Cast Virus Beetle. Like I feel like that sequence can be proactive. And plus a 2/2 flyer for 3. It's just not terrible.
Everybody loves a good 4.
Late Hilderblade, basically for free. I do not know if I ended up playing it.
I wanted to laugh.
Why were you saying
But
You can take this now.
Okay.
Did you pick a...
Yeah,
yeah, we have 3 pods tonight.
And this will be your last.
2 pods of 10. Then I lucked out and got into the pod of 8. So, no, I don't think that's true. I think there were 3 pods of actual 8. So Virus Beetle, a little bit of removal, getting the Gene Pollinator out of the way so I can not be diverted by colors that I may not want to play. But the late station is nice. Getting some value. I can also get the value off the Savior. During gameplay and stuff like that, like I wasn't able to get stupid amount of value off it, but Depressurize is great here. Pretty sure that's what I took. Trooper's great too. Like I don't mind the Trooper at all. Maybe I did take the Trooper. I am passing green rare over, just noting that I did end up putting him in green, kind of passing this later, talking to him.
Oh,
Dude,
that's your
that's
choice.
worth $20. I'd take it. It's worth it, isn't it?
Gotta love everyone's reaction when they open at the table when they open money cards.
Pretty good.
You know, always gotta feel happy for them, folk. But yep, I think I take the Trooper here. Can be a 2-drop and just kind of pumps. It makes my little dorky cards a little bit better, and it kind of double pumps the Sir Von Dam.
Other way.
If I play Sir Von Dam into that on the warp, like I'm just getting 2+1/+1 counters, like without having to lose any cards, which is nice. Godless Shrine, like when you're in the colors and you get some of these shocks, I do like it because like you never know. There are quite a bit of double pip, and well in black there's the Arch Enemy Charm, which is 3 black pip. Like it really it does help, and like the fixing is not good in this set. Like you have the command stations or whatever, but tapping something else, it's worse, substantially worse than just a normal tap land, obviously, but like I think it hinders even double more so because like you're just making clunky plays by being forced to tap something. Yeah, there are times where it just works out, but more often than not, you're just needing to tap your second land, you know, Virus Beetle is great here. The mouth is awesome. Always considering splashing the mouth. Like, that card is just incredibly good. I do like the Hurrier, but I'm not touching red at this point. Other Sammy. Another Savior, so like I'm kind of thinking about like, alright, is this something that I can kind of lean into and like something to believe in, as I say? But I did take Sammy there. There is some consideration of just splashing the Sammys, and I think that was ambitious of me to take right there. But, and then this is best card in the deck, the other Sir Von Dam. Not much other cards that I was looking for. Having those just makes all your bad creatures so much more effective. Swinging, you know, for 2 and 3, but everything Death Touch is brutal. And not mad at a Virus Beetle in this spot. The game that I end up losing, it was actual ludicrous because I won my first match quite easily. It just outvalued everything. It was worked out really well. And then I turned around and played a guy that he's a really good player, and his deck was actually really good, like good Rakdos stuff, but and really good top end with the Bruntars, and he also had the Sliver. The Sliver Shitter or whatever artifact that just gives them double strike and haste and blah blah blah, generates slivers. But first game was really good. I ended up losing to this with no answer to the Sliver thing when we were semi stalled out, but he was just getting too much value because he had a Bruntar and the Sliver thing out, and he's basically every land he draws, he's just drawing a free card because its landfall ability just burns through all the lands and finds a playable no matter what on top. Depressurized super late here. Very happy with that. But and so like I just couldn't get through that. And you know what? I lost that game. Not a big deal. Got 2 more to go. Very next game, I keep a 5-lander with Sir Von Dam and a Virus Beetle. I'm like, okay, this isn't the worst 5-land hand. You know, technically this is a mulligan 2/5. You know, that's what it kind of felt like. I proceeded to draw over 8 lands on the top. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Before I'm even through 2/3 of my deck, it seems, I had only 2 or 3 lands left in my deck. So the only cards that saw play were the Virus Beetle and Sir Von Dam. So it was like everyone will go about their pity me stories. That was this is mine. I get my one every now and then. But if I'm going to lose to someone, I wasn't even upset because it was so incredibly comical. Like, he saw how I was playing, like, land go. Land go is like, are you drawing all lands? And I'm like, yep. And sitting with 4 lands in my hand. And just can't even get less than that or more than that. But just land go, land go, land go. And it was pretty comical. So here, like, I'm pretty sure I should have took the Halia if I didn't. But that being said, Halia would have even been like a considerating splash. You know, the card's good. I don't have much +1/+1 synergy, but there ended up being more than I thought at the end. This is the Savior. This kind of like really lets me want to like lean into like the things with the +1/+, or I'm sorry, not the plus. That's what this card is. Things with the ETB abilities and getting value from there. But I do think that Godless Shrine was a great pickup early. I'm off red at this point. I think I missed out on a Savior instead of it, but I think I ended up still getting it back. So not feeling too bad about this situation, but also considering just hoping to get just more impactful cards. Wayfarer there.
Give me some.
Titan's great.
Thank you.
Enjoying that. That remade. Oh yeah. So this is ignore this pick because I picked this card because I want it, and like my goal, I was actually really upset because all I want to do is build a deck around that card for fun. I'm not even claiming that it's good in the very least. But I'm like, well, I'm missing out on a Titan. Black was kind of flowing and wheeling pretty good, so like very like especially seeing that late depressurize, I'm like, I'm just gonna take the card I want.
I want to do this.
I even start
And it's not even
chatting with my friend, just being like, this is all I wanted to do. But and I get a pack 3, like, just let me open in pack 1 and call it a day. No, pack 1, pick 1, Tezzeret, into second pick the Tolarian Academy, and then just get a bunch of cryogen relics and of the self-craft mechans and just be happy with it. Split consideration for just a sack outlet, basically free in the mana base, but it being colorless was just not great. So still kind of leaving the potential red splash open if that's something that I wanted to do. Oh, yep. Another ace. So that's where I feel great finally getting the Zealot here. This was a big deal for my deck. It was very much so a no-brainer. And it was great on the games I played. I'm high on the Pinnacle kill ship. I think some of the grueling games, I'd take the color here, but especially color's like $5 or something like that right now. It's playable and a lot of constructed. But the Pinnacle airship, I am high on. I think it's a good card and it can break some of those rough games, or those games that are just dragging out. That was an easy monoist. Card's great. I have enough artifacts to kind of just like at least take out little guys, but feeling good about that. If I'm in black, it doesn't matter whether if I have many or no artifacts. Like, I'm just taking that card. At the very least, it uses itself as an artifact, so you're -1 on something, and then plussing power on some of your creatures. Just too good. Tougher pick here. I'm thinking about my crewing as well, but I think the Prospector, if I'm doing the Servon Dam, I think the Prospector's going to support it more. But like just the smooth of the deck, I think the Sentry pick. So I think either one of those picks is going to be a solid pick for me. Sweeper's fine. Really don't care for the card, but it does have its place. Yeah, this is okay in this deck too. Obviously, get some nice recursion of some of the stuff, and then I see this. I'm like, oh no, we're doing that. The moment I saw it, I'm like, Sacred Foundry, or yeah, not Sacred Foundry, but the Black-White duel. Just popped in my head. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. That's all I need. We did our homework and did just enough to make sure that we got there.
A little bit.
So this deck, it was fun. It played just fine. And that was just to note, that was a late Arch Enemy Charm. Like, so I felt really good about that. And getting a Titan, this third pack has kind of like salvaged a lot of my medium feelings about this deck. This deck very well could have gone 3-0. just for its consistency. Like the curve was immaculate. A lot of cheap things to do. That was also proactive. But yeah, just felt like it had good things to do, and it got over the finish line very, very well. So as I finish these last 5 picks, I do just want to thank everyone for the time to watch these videos and hang out with me and just talk a little bit of Magic. If you guys have suggestions on content similar to this or variations of what we're trying to do here, please let me know. When it comes to gameplay, I don't like to blast the people I play with very often. Sometimes my buddies will want it to be filmed, and I feel great about that. Late Squadron Ace, it's just, I think I'm playing 2 spacecraft, so yeah, get in my deck pretty easy. If not, it's a 2/3. But at any rate, I appreciate everyone and their support and willing to hang out with me while we just talk about a bunch of Magic. So I appreciate you all very much, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep following the content, and give me some feedback. Let me know what I could be doing better. But until next time, we'll catch y'all
Oh my God,
later.
please, God, don't let me go.